Good morning everyone, Carrie here at Thousands of Roots. I'm out here early this morning before the chickens get into our garden to check on these low tunnels. I haven't checked them in weeks and we've had some super cold temperatures, so I just thought pretty much everything was gone, but it's not. I'm so excited. Look what's still growing in early February under our cover. So excited. There's still some kale, some tatsoi. We still have radishes to harvest, more kale. Super exciting. Unfortunately, some chickens got into this bed somehow, probably through one of the ends, and they scratched it all up. So we lost pretty much all the lettuce, tatsoi, and we had I think endive in here as well. And now I'm going to check out our spinach bed and see how that's doing. Well, there is still a little bit of spinach growing. It's doing okay, but I think I might call it the end for this spinach bed. Kind of want to get it ready. There's strawberries in here also, so I want to start getting it ready for the strawberries for the spring. Kind of thin it out and add some compost and maybe pop in a few more strawberries that we just got. So for the first time using these low tunnels, I'm really pleased that we actually still have things growing in February. That's super exciting. And I'm just looking forward to continuing to learn more about how to extend our growing season and hopefully have even more growing next fall and through the winter. So I think I'm going to harvest some of this up before the chickens get in here and cover at least this one bed back up to keep the chickens out of it for a little bit longer. Yay, that's actually still good. Don't know if these radishes would still be good, but oh, that one busted. But some of them are still okay. Nice. Definitely think they're on their last leg. That one looks pretty frozen, but some of these are okay. Definitely usable. There she is already. Coming to check out what was under the tunnel. There's another one. We have 5-foot horse fencing on order to be able to fully enclose the rest of our garden space. We do have fencing all around it, but unfortunately the little chicks and even some of the bigger chickens have found their way in. So I'm looking forward to getting this space completely, the whole perimeter, in 5-foot fencing to keep the birds out for good. Because it's getting close to planting time and super excited about that. So guys, those of you who saw our last video that we did about our calf that was born that had a really tough time, I just wanted to give a little backstory behind that. So we have kind of this about a 4-month time that we call the no breed season here, and that's for our cows, just to make sure that we don't have winter calves. That's the ideal. Well, we got our bull about a year ago in February, and we did not have a separate bull paddock for him. Separating the bull from the cows is not an easy thing to do. The bulls, when they want to get to those cows, they'll do just about anything to get to them. So you've kind of got to have a double fence in between them, or paddocks that are quite a ways away from each other. So anyway, our hope was that our bull would either breed the cows right away, which would have meant late fall calves, and that still would have been okay. Or we had heard that sometimes the cows won't accept the bull for a while. And so we thought, well, maybe our cows won't accept him and we'll kind of get past that no breed zone a little bit, and we'll still be okay. So it was kind of chancy, but we couldn't do anything about it. So anyway, last summer, we hadn't seen him breed any of our cows. We have 2 Dexters and 1 Jersey. No sign of pregnancy. It seemed like they were all still going into heat, and so we were wondering if our bull was even viable, and started thinking about getting pregnancy tests done. Then early fall, our Dexter cow started looking huge, and so we got to thinking, you know what, I bet he did his job. And she looks like she's gonna calve fairly soon. So that was the first calf that we had. That was in early December. That was actually worked out great. She was an experienced mama. The calf was born on a cold morning. There was frost on the ground, but it was fine. Everything worked out well. And so then the question was Coco. She's our heifer, and she's almost 2.5 now, but still fairly young, inexperienced obviously, so we weren't sure what was going on with her, although she did start looking really large like her mom. So by the looks of it, we were pretty sure that Coco had gotten bred as well, but we didn't know when she was due until it was days before, and there were some obvious signs. And so sure enough, she had not accepted our bull probably for the first few heats, and then it took. So so she ended up having her calf in January, one of the coldest mornings, and you know the story from there. If you didn't watch the story, you can go back and watch that video. So here comes my Esther Pie. Good morning, Esther Pie. How are you this morning? Good. Do you see what's still growing under there? So I just harvested a bunch of the radishes. Some were kind of rotten, and we'll feed those to the chickens, but there's still a good bit there. And it was also, there was a lot of chickweed in this bed, so I pulled some of that out to give to the chickens. But look at the tatsoi. You planted that, yeah. Good job. All right, so on with the story about the cows. So we have learned a lot through that last calf situation, and we are going to be serious about getting our bull paddock set in place, huh? So I think the guys are going to be working on that today. They've already started. In one area there is going to be double fencing, and so hopefully it works. So we're going to try and keep the bulls away from the mamas February, March, April, May. And hopefully that will avoid calves in the potential cold times of winter. Here in Missouri, our winters are crazy. We can get up to 60 in during the day. I think we're going to have that tomorrow maybe. All the way down to below 0. It's just very fluctuating. You never know what the weather's going to be like. Could be like spring, or it could be like Alaska winter. Well, not quite Alaska winter. Good morning, Nathan. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. You ready to get to the chores?
Yep.
Here in the greenhouse, we still got our collards growing, although the chickens got in here as well, and we've got a little kohlrabi that's growing. The chickens kind of munched the leaves on that. There's still a little kale. We buried its long stem so it could reroot, and it's doing nicely. And can you tell I'm getting ready for spring planting? Getting the trays all set up in here. Are you excited to plant? Mm-hmm. Pretty soon. Gotta wait a little bit longer. Well, we might plant some things, like the perennials that need some cold. Yeah, we got our few little blueberries, blue crop, I believe. We've got some ever sweet strawberries waiting to be planted, a couple of consort black currants, purple asparagus, and some crimson cherry rhubarb. So we're getting a few perennials in. We don't have our soil yet. It's coming in a few weeks, and then we can get a few more beds made.
And like fruits and berries and things.
Yep. Are you excited to plant more fruits and berries and fun perennial foods? Yeah. All right, so the plants that did the best in our Zone 6B Missouri under single cover that have survived the winter so far and probably will go ahead and survive, I'm guessing they'll make it through the whole winter, was Mizuna, Tatsoi, Red Russian Kale, and Frisee Endive, although the chickens got in and kind of disrupted that one. We did not have any lettuce really that made it. Of course, the chickens got in and got the lettuce, so there might be some lettuce varieties that would make it as well. This was a mild winter though. I don't know if these plants would make it under single cover if we had a more harsh winter. So now we know. We've got some varieties that we can grow potentially all winter long here in Missouri, Zone 6B. And this is pretty amazing. This is Parsley. I can't remember the variety, but it's been totally out in the open, no cover all winter long, and it's still alive. And here's another one over here. It's not doing quite as well, but it's still alive. Good morning, Josh. How are you this morning?
Good.
Good. Getting off to do your chores?
Yep.
Nice that it's not so cold this morning, huh?
Uh-huh.
Look who wants your attention.
Yep.
She wants some attention. Good morning, Caleb.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Off to do chores?
Yep.
Good morning, you two. Did you have a good night's sleep?
Uh-huh.
Good. Did you have a good night's sleep? Good morning, love.
Morning.
Did you have a good sleep?
Yeah.
Good. It's a beautiful day out.
Is it?
Been playing in the garden already.
Oh, good.
Are you looking forward to some fencing today?
No.
No. Well, we couldn't have better weather, so.
See what we see. All right, guys. Here is where kind of the start of our solar fencing system is going to be. I'm going to pound the post in right here, and here's the unit. Pound the post in, and this will hang right on it, south facing, to get as much sun as possible. We are going to continue the electric fence over to there, because right in that spot is where Rowan was hanging over the fence, staring at his girl. But then, mainly, it's going to run this way. Okay, so what we're going to do is make this big section here. It's about an acre or so, and we're going to have the swale fenced off. And then right behind Joshy, who's the man behind the camera, want to say hi, Joshy?
Hi.
Right there is the gate that joins these two pastures, these two paddocks. So they can come in through here and then have access to this whole area. And this is where we're going to take the bulls to separate them from the girls. And hopefully with the electric, that will do the deed where they'll not be pressing on the fence anymore, because they're going to want to stay away from the electric. So that's what's going on here.
Alright guys, all the olders have been working with Daddy on the fencing. I've been doing dishes and then getting out here in the garden again with the younger children. It's been just wonderful. It may look a little cold because it's kind of breezy and cloudy, but it is. I've got short sleeve on. It's so warm out here. So wanted to show you what I've been working on. Sorry for the wind here guys, but here it is. This was the spinach bed. It's spinach and strawberries. And even though the spinach was still surviving, I decided to take it out and cleaned up all the strawberries, kind of spread them out a little bit. And then I put a layer of, just a little layer of potting soil all around the edge here to eventually plant more spinach. And now I am definitely going to cover it again. The chickens were already in here today and they dug up a couple strawberry plants just in the short time that I've had this bed uncovered. So I've got my fabric over there. I fixed up the little hoops, made them a little more sturdy, and I'm gonna go ahead and cover this. And we do have another cold spurt coming here soon, so I think I'll wait till after that little cold spurt to put the spinach seed in. And I think I might just direct sow the spinach seeds right into this bed and then keep it covered. And that's when I just uncovered. The chickens have already been in there munching away. You having fun in the garden today, Little Boo? Playing in the dirt?
No.
Yeah.
Mama house.
Is that a house? Are you digging a hole? You having fun, J Bud? Esther Pie, what have you been working on today?
Getting stuff for my little garden, miniature garden.
Okay, let's see your little garden.
Here it is.
Ah, that's so cute.
A little pot.
That is so cute. You've been watching Garden Answers and getting inspired by her fairy gardens, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't really do fairies, but
It's a farm garden.
it's a farm garden. So she took one of her toys from inside that she doesn't use anymore and repurposed it. That's so fun. And you made this little pot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all real stuff with the roots attached. So if you just water it, it should last a while, huh? Very cute. So it's been a great day on the homestead. We still have a little more daylight left. Gonna make the most of it. Just great to get some fencing done. Looking forward to having those bulls in their own spot away from the ladies. and I'm just super excited to be in the garden again. Oh, remember, if you want to get a t-shirt, sales are still open for those till this weekend, I believe, somewhere around the 10th of February 2019. So thanks to all who have bought the t-shirts, who've been able to do that. We appreciate your support in that. Thanks for joining us here on the homestead today. We pray blessing over you and yours, and whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.